If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip?
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? You're a lot better off in here than out there in the rain, I think. So I'm very happy you all showed up tonight. We had a lot of work that went into this competition. We had nearly 40 teams sign up. They came for coaching. They practiced hard. In the end, we had to cut it down to 25. So there's 15 teams that could have been up here that are not. They also tried really hard, but there was just such good competition. We just couldn't put all 40 in front of you. It's just too much. But 25 good ones. I think it's going to be a great show. This is the Bob Mark Elevator Pitch Competition. Now, Bob Mark was a professor in the School of Business, a professor of entrepreneurship, and he was very well loved. And this is one of the events that he created for several reasons, but mainly to help students give students a chance to practice their public speaking, okay, in front of a large audience. This is a great opportunity to really get comfortable on the stage, right, and not get too shaky and too nervous, right? This is what it's all about. But secondly, this is how we shake the tree and see the apples fall, and that's how we find out who all the entrepreneurs are on campus, right? I'd love to say that all the entrepreneurs are in the business school, but actually we have lots of entrepreneurs in all the other schools too. So right now we've got a mix of entrepreneurs from just about every school on this campus. Okay, a very diverse crowd. In case I didn't say it, my name is Andre LaPlume, and I'm a professor of entrepreneurship as well. I'm not your host tonight, though. I'd like to bring your host onto the stage right now. His name is Emic Urick. He's last year's winner of the grand prize. Can we have a round of applause for our host, Emic Urick?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. I hope you are as excited to be here as I am. Now, I don't know about Andre, but as Bob Mark created this competition to give everybody some experience as public speaking, I'm still a little bit nervous. So before we get to my handy-dandy note cards, they asked me to tell a little bit about myself and my experience here at this competition. Now, as he said, I was the first place winner of this competition last year, but I didn't stop there, as I hope most of our competitors here tonight, win or lose, I hope they continue to go, to continue to grow, to continue as their businesses evolve and their ideas change. So last year, after the competition, I went along and I competed in the Accelerate Michigan competition. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but I didn't let that stop me. I flew all the way out to California to meet with CEOs and founders of multi-million-dollar companies and small little companies just starting up in the Silicon Valley area. After that, I went and I was created team leader of my own team through CPM Enterprise, so go team. And then I continued on through the Smart Zone program and currently am pursuing my business license and creating my own prototype, and by the end of this year I'll have successfully created my own business, my own product, and I'll be on the market. But now is the time for me to stop talking about myself, as I love to do, and talk a little bit about the judges, and I have my handy dandy note cards for this, so hopefully I don't fumble through them. So tonight we have our highly esteemed Dean of the School of Business and Economics, Dr. Dean Johnson. We also have the Professor of Management and Director of Michigan Tech Center for Social Innovations, also known as Sensi, and co-founder of InMed Prognostic L3C, Dr. Latha Poonamali. I'm very sorry. We also have a technology commercialization expert, John Diebel. We also have the founder of the marketing department, Karen Olson. And last but certainly not least, we have entrepreneurship coach and lecturer, Jason Lacoste. Now, I've got a few more cards, so I'm sorry. But please keep in mind that tonight, all 9 of our prizes come with a once-in-a-lifetime experience called the Silicon Valley Experience Ticket. So for 1 week through spring break, you get to go fly out to California and meet with companies like Google, Netflix, Tesla, some of those companies that I visited last year. So our first prize is the most actionable business. Now this comes with the $5,000 Berquist Prize, which is an expense account for you to use for your business, as well as the Smart Start tuition waiver. Now I also went through the Smart Zone program and also achieved that waiver, and let me tell you, that is a great program that those people at Smart Zone provide. We also have Best Elevator Pitch, which includes a $1,000 cash prize and the Smart Start tuition waiver. Now we have the Best Technology Innovation, which includes a $1,000 cash prize sponsored by MEDC, along with free patent discovery from Brooks Cushman worth $2,500 and the Smart Start program tuition waiver. Now we have the Most Disruptive Technological Innovation, which is a $150 cash prize and free patent discovery from Brooks Cushman worth $1,500. I'm almost done, sorry. So we also have the Best Green Innovation and Best Social Innovation, each which comes with the $250 cash prize. And one of my personal favorites, the Most Economic Impact on the UP, which comes with a $100 cash prize, and the Best Lifestyle Business, also with a $100 cash prize. Now, last but certainly not least, we have what you guys are going to have as your own personal involvement in this competition, which is the audience favorite. Now, this comes with a $200 cash prize, but most importantly, it's based on your support in the companies that are going to be pitching. It's based on your cheers. So we're going to pick the top 3 companies off of your cheers to come up on stage and do a final cheer off. Now, that's what I find to be the most fun of this entire competition. So I hope you have a little bit of fun with it too. Now I'm done embarrassing myself up here. So without further ado, please give a warm welcome to our first competitors here tonight.
Have you ever been traveling for business or leisure and needed a place to work out? Our normal routine gets completely thrown out of cycle when we travel, and let's face it, everyone travels and the hotel gyms just don't cut it. US residents took 2.2 billion trips in 2016. Traveling makes working out hard for the user because they must scan through a Google search of several gyms in an unknown city, then find the daily price of that pass and pay and fill out paperwork at the gym. This takes way too much time, resulting in people just not going. Gyms make the highest profit margins off day passes, but simply don't advertise them due to the low payoff of a one-time customer. They also have to deal with extra paperwork, liability paperwork, and it's just very bad. So, Gabe and I, the fitness entrepreneurs, came up with FitStop.
FitStop is a web application that seamlessly connects the businessman, woman, or general traveler to all the gyms in a city. FitStop displays a single map of all the gyms in an area based on your location and allows you to purchase passes and sign the waiver online. Confirmation is sent directly to the gym, so all a user must do is walk in and say hi. This saves time that's currently wasted on both ends of the temporary membership process and allows you gyms to attract new customers they otherwise wouldn't have. FitStop then makes revenue off a small fee taken after a user purchases a pass through the app.
There are over 60 million different yearly travelers to New York City. Getting 1% to use our app a single time will result in a $300,000 revenue at a 50-cent fee per pass. We will also have sponsored gyms that would pay to be at the top of search results, as well as large corporate deals for companies' employees who travel often.
Our minimum viable product is developed, and we are currently recruiting gyms as we speak. We're asking for $100,000 to complete and launch our app. This will be used for our marketing plan launch in February 2018 and used for upscaling and continuous development of our data servers and app. Our mission is to provide fitness and healthy lifestyle into the traveler's busy day. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jay Zerniak, and I have a product that, with your support, can save time for the user and help prevent possibly life-threatening injuries. My product, DotCut, is an innovative and groundbreaking design that allows the user, with minimal effort, to measure the length of their firewood, cordwood, or lumber to within a ½ inch at every single cut. DotCut has the unique ability to attach to any chainsaw model, size, and from any different brand. From Stihl to Husqvarna, new or old, it fits them all. This unprecedented flexibility results in it being the only tool of its kind on the market today. And with over 3 million chainsaws sold every year in the United States alone, I see no reason why DotCut cannot garner household presence, as the vast majority of these 3 million chainsaws end up in the everyday home and the everyday household member. So, these members are the worst at cutting their firewood to the right length, let's be honest. And with this can cause undue time and pressure as they have to recut that wood down to the right length to fit in their stove, their splitter, or just to make a nice pile in their backyard. And with over 38 million households in the United States using wood as a source of heat today, the issue of length affects millions. Today I'm asking for $15,000 for 10% equity in my business. The funds will be used in creating the first 1,000 units of DotCut for the market, and the rest will be used in gaining an online presence to further sales. I believe that with my drive and my passion for DotCut, it can be found in stores across the nation and on the chainsaws of millions. Remember, let DotCut measure for you. Thank you.
Good evening. There are 3,500 universities in the US that consist of numerous researchers who have very little time, which prevents them from focusing on other important tasks like prototyping. Therefore, we have created MakerHub. My name is Brock Hoffman and I'm the director of marketing for our team. MakerHub is a 3D printing service tailored towards researchers for 3 reasons. They can get quality 3D printed prototypes while staying focused on their passions. They don't have to worry as much about a budget, and continuous research means continuous business. Also, the prototyping market is valued at $500 million and consistently increasing at 25% annually. And 3D Hubs, which is our current largest competitor, just shut down the hub portion of their business model, upsetting thousands of their makers, giving our team an opportunity to disrupt them and market MakerHub to more than 50,000 subscribers. Now, with a team of 5 developers, we have already successfully designed and launched the MakerHub website for our customers on October 1st. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. The buyer puts in an order, we pair them with one of our 350 makers we currently have partnerships with, and then the order gets shipped. All of this followed by a 2-way review. Also, additionally, our MakerHub earns 7.5% in royalties, $4 from every roll of filament sold on our site through the partnership we have created with Matter Hackers, which is in fact the #1 filament provider in the US, and we have already earned $4,000 in sales. Now, because of recent development with 3D Hubs, our market has greatly expanded beyond researchers, giving us a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. With resources from this competition and our 3 business specialists, we are confident that we will succeed. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Last year, voters searched for an app which politically match-made them with candidates down ballot. They did not find one. Instead, every election cycle, constituents are burdened with hours of research and propaganda filtering. Even if one could find their dream representative, it would take them tens of minutes to financially contribute to their causes. Simply, the American electorate is out-resourced by special interest groups. The era of special interest could be brought to an end, but we need new tools. Today, my partner and I are proud to introduce Momentum, a nonpartisan mobile platform for political action.
We begin with 4 different types of users: organizations, constituents, elected officials, and candidates running for office. Each user will express approval or disapproval of political decisions made by other users in their network. Data gathered from these user reactions will be used to fuel political matchmaking mechanisms based on proven methods rooted in statistical analysis and artificial intelligence. Once users are matched, the swipe of a button can be used to contribute to their causes financially. This is more than a social network. This is about weaponizing you, the electorate, with the tools necessary to overcome the power of special interest group funding.
As Kevin Plank, CEO of Under Armour, said, "Data is the new oil. Momentum will be tapping into the untapped." In addition to transaction fees, political entities subscribing to Momentum will be sold anonymous aggregated data to help build connections with like-minded constituents, reducing their need for special interest funding.
This chart shows that competing platforms do not keep constituents engaged year-round, only during election season. Socio-political news coupled with the ability to effectively channel user responses directly to representatives will keep users of Momentum engaged and in the app throughout the year, and will drive our revenue model. $5,000 in exchange for a 5% stake in our company will allow our developers to continue the work they've begun, and we will release our prototype in January. Thank you all for your time.
Hey, how's it going? I am Suel. Today I am here to present a product called IcanID. IcanID was developed to address the need for rapid screening of breast cancer. Did you know that about 400 million women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime? It is the 4th leading cause of death in US. Now, breast cancer treatment has dramatically improved life expectancy, but there is no technology that can clearly identify a tumor as cancer without a biopsy. This is determined after a mammogram and can take several days. Imagine having to wait for a diagnosis. What if the tumor is spreading this whole time? What I have here is a rapid screening device that can distinguish between cancer, precancer, and normal cells. The detection is based on a patented technology developed by a team of scientists and can be completed in just 20 minutes. The device is simple and easy to handle and needs no special training. Our 2nd generation prototype will have an optical detection system to automate the imaging. Now, our 3rd gen prototype will have a handheld device and can be readily available in every hospital and clinic. We estimate that the price of the device will be around $50,000 with single-use testing tray costing around $40 each. We have IP disclosure on the handheld detection device, and we also have submitted our preliminary data for journal reviews. We have a very strong technical team comprised of Michigan Tech faculties, and I am the design and marketing head. We are seeking seed funding of $500,000 for design and fabrication of a benchtop version. Our projected timeline is to gather another $2 million in 10 months for the development of the first handheld prototype. With this vision, I present to you the revolution, IcanID. Thank you.
Good evening. In June of 2016, 2 women were swimming off the shores of Marquette. One woman was swiftly caught up in the current. Her friend and a bystander came to her assistance, but the 3 of them were struggling to stay afloat. Unfortunately, the bystander and one of the women drowned in the incident. All the while, a law enforcement agent was in the vicinity but was unable to help due to protocol. This story is all too common.
In the Great Lakes alone, 613 people have died since 2010 from drowning. And bystanders often try to help these struggling swimmers, but they put themselves at risk. And when we try to use a life ring, it's often ineffective as it can only be thrown so far. So, my name is Rachel.
And I'm Aaron.
And we are here today to present you with a rescue solution, the NERD.
The Nearshore Emergency Rescue Device, or the NERD, is a remote-controlled propulsion device that allows the operator to remain safe while the individual is provided the necessary flotation as they're struggling to swim. The NERD is an easy-to-use device that an individual can use from shore while staying safe, and it allows first responders to also stay safe as they seek this, help them out. Think of it as a motorized life ring powered by an RC controller.
Selling these units outright at a cost of $2,000 is an affordable option for most small communities, compared to our competitor offering a similar unit for 5 times the price. We expect to have a marketable prototype by May of 2018 to fulfill our current demand of 7 units. Our team, made up of multidisciplinary engineers and business professionals, is requesting $50,000 to continue with value engineering and system optimization, in return for 10% of our company. Thank you for your time.
Hello, everyone. No, I'm not competing tonight, but I would like to give some time to our other contestants to calm their nerves and to invite everybody in the back. Please find a seat, come, sit down, take as much time as you need, and we will continue when the crowd is ready.
We have a very serious problem on Michigan Tech's campus as well as every other urban area throughout the globe. On average, the bridge between this building and Recce kills 2 birds a day from striking into the window. The Great Lakes Research Center kills on average of 14. You can only imagine how these numbers climb. It's estimated that up to 197 million birds die per year from window strikes. My name's Hunter Story, and I'm here with Keep 'em Flying to tell you guys about our solution. What we do is we design structures that go in your window. These structures range anywhere between etched glass, stained glass, CNC fabricated designs, metal art, to something as simple as a sticker or a decal. This different range of materials and designs allows our customers to purchase our material for a range of different budgets or buildings depending on what they need. Our team consists of several professional engineers and designers constantly bringing new ideas to the table, as well as being paired with a visual performing arts department, constantly bringing new ideas from upcoming generations of students. Since our design team is so big, we're fortunate enough to be able to create custom designs for our customers. So you can fit any detail or decal in any window you need. Another big part of our team has been the electrical engineering enterprise, who has helped develop and fund our bird window sensor, which here on campus we put in the window to detect which windows need the most help and which birds are hitting each window. We've already got funding through grants to help develop this side of the things, and now we want to bring our product to marketing. That's why we're asking $10,000 for 10% of our company to start manufacturing and marketing our product. We hope you're willing to go green and help save these birds and help keep them flying. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, judges. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to represent our team to give you our idea today. My name is Danica Joe. According to American Humane Association, there are over 10 million dogs lost or stolen every year, which means there are over 27,000 dogs lost or stolen every day. And this number is still rising. The dog owners lost the track of their dogs on occasion, and it's a problem that can be really fixed. What is needed is a good way to help them to find their dogs. Our team has searched for a solution. We have found out there are so many good products in the market, but most of them have many extra gimmicky features that dog owners may not need, and all of them cost over $200. No one wants to spend over $100 just to track their dogs. We want it simple, effective, and not expensive. So our product Fandago is a smart collar which contains a GPS system and can connect it with our mobile app. The dog owners can track their dogs easily by just using their phones. We plan to retail our product for no more than $50. The customer can order it online in our website Fandago and also in any of the big pet markets. Our team is unique. We have 3 core members who are experts in electrical engineering, software engineering, and business management fields. We're all passionate about our product. So I'm standing here asking for $25,000 of 20% of our company to support our team purchasing materials and doing technology tests. No one wants to lose their dogs, but once it happens, it's too late. Let us help you to find your dog, and it's never too late. Thank you.
We're all familiar with that internal dilemma of wanting to be fit, but not wanting to work out. However, this lack of motivation affects some people more than others. 2 out of 3 Americans are considered overweight or obese. The obesity rate is expected to increase from 36% to 44% by 2030. What better way to motivate people than to provide a financial incentive? Introducing Health Bank, an investment in your health. This mobile app allows users to select a health regimen specifically for them and for their needs. But what separates us from our competitors? We require an upfront investment, which you will only receive back if you complete your health regimen. By also providing words of encouragement and regular gifts, we're confident that this app will allow people to have the motivation they need to get the weight off and keep it off. My name is Olivia, and I'm a management and marketing professional. With my partner Jake, a software engineer, we have already begun grassroots marketing and have received awesome feedback. We plan on making money through short-term investments and user dropouts. We have also consulted with a psychologist, a financial advisor, an exercise scientist, and a graphic designer to further perfect our idea. We are requesting $10,000 for 10% of our company. With this money, we will hire a team of software engineers to begin creating the app, and we will also begin marketing, research efforts, and advertising efforts. So put your money where your health is and join Health Bank today.
Howdy y'all, my name's Jake Major and I'm excited tonight to present to you my business venture, Supreme Duck Hunting. I'm an avid duck hunter and I'm obsessed with waterfowl. And I'm hoping I can shed a little of that obsession onto you guys tonight. Maybe you'll end up in the blind one day. The duck population is at an all-time high, while the amount of duck hunters, it's at an all-time low. This may seem like a good thing, but it's not. This is due to a generation gap between my generation and the baby boomers. Despite that, it's still $1 billion industry. Without duck hunters, the duck population alongside many other animals will decrease. This is due to duck hunters being responsible for a majority of the conservation of the wetlands. But there's a problem. Duck hunting is extremely difficult to get into. It requires a vast amount of knowledge, skill, and a lot of equipment. It took me nearly 2 years to get into duck hunting, and any of you interested in duck hunting, I don't want you to go through the same struggle I went through. So I created a solution. This is a social media-based duck hunting app that not only allows users to share their harvest with friends, but it enables them to be part of a positive community where they can find mentors, create new friends, and find new people to hunt with. This app will make money through targeted ads, sponsors, merchandise, and the harvest data will be sold anonymously to wildlife conservation groups. I'm a software engineer and I'm already using the prototype in the field. I'm looking to win this contest so I can use the money to finish the app and get it on the market as soon as possible and start making some money. Thank you, and I hope you consider my offer, Supreme Duck Hunting.
Tragedy strikes every day. From ruthless hurricanes to chilling mass shootings, epidemics, and contagious disease outbreaks, the world is in need of health care. According to the Society of Critical Care Medicine, nearly 1.7 million people admitted into intensive care units are in need of mechanical ventilation every year in the US alone. Whether it's a lack of money or not being able to access the physical equipment, the access to proper health care has been an ongoing issue that not many people have been able to resolve. Michigan Tech's very own Innovative Global Solutions Enterprise team has taken it upon ourselves to successfully design, code, and produce a prototype that is low weight, low cost, and has a high reproducibility rate, making it perfect for unpredicted events and those in the targeted third world countries. Our competitor's basic ventilation system is approximately 24 pounds, runs for about $80,000, and controls all aspects of the patient's breathing. Ours is only 14 pounds and can be produced for nearly $2,000 each. Our team is comprised of people in various engineering majors, including mechanical, electrical, biomedical, software, and marketing, as well as one of our core team members taking himself into Ghana himself. Our prototype is extremely portable and works with both conscious and unconscious beings, meaning that it can work in conjunction with sporadic breathing if it were to occur. It also has the O2 mechanical shutoff, as well as having patient alarms, and also It has an O2 mechanical shutoff, patient alarms, and can also work in conjunction with breathing. We're asking for $25,000 in exchange for 10% to further research and development. We're currently exploring possibilities of backup battery powered through renewable energy and also keeping the parts locally sourced to further educate our partnered university in Ghana known as CANUST and also boost their economy at the same time. I'm Courtney Meyer, and we're asking you to invest in the future of global healthcare. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cole, and I'm here to talk about the snow load. Over 97 million people in the US and Canada alone deal with a meter of snow a year. That doesn't seem like much, but then you get to places like here where it just piles up. And that can cause a lot of damage to structures. As we've seen in downtown Houghton in this past year, we've had 2 buildings collapse because of snow. Now, me and my team have come up with a design for a suitcase-sized snow load sensor that is low energy, runs on batteries, and is wireless, so you can access the data anywhere in the globe. Now, my team is comprised of electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, we have a computer science and administration specialist, as well as me. And we believe that with the prize money, we can produce more high-quality prototypes and do field testing this winter. So just remember, winter's coming.
Good evening. My name is Matt Rennell, and I'm here tonight to share with you my passion for solving problems. Currently, 5 major companies dominate the truck and trailer rental industry, which had gross revenues of $16 billion in 2016 alone. These companies are allowed to be stagnant because of high capital expenditures presenting high barriers to entry. Moreover, these companies end up spending more of their annual revenue or their annual operating costs on maintenance and owning their equipment than paying their employees. And finally, consumers sometimes shy away from buying this equipment themselves because they recognize the large initial costs as well as the fact that this equipment will potentially sit idle for up to 90% of the time they own it. This is why we created Hookup, the revolutionary social enterprise which is here to connect the consumer and the equipment owner and cut out the middleman to drive down the costs and increase the efficiency. Our company is developing a simplistic and a user-friendly online marketplace that you'll be able to access in the palm of your hand and evaluate the equipment that you need for your application and then go down the road and pick it up. Our company is comprised of a small and agile team which has economic, engineering, marketing, and management backgrounds, and we're looking to take on this challenge to flip the industry on its head and present this opportunity to streamline the truck and trailer rental program to make it more convenient and more cost-effective for all parties included. We're integrating peer-to-peer reviews and user profiles to ensure that you are having a quality time when using our service. Ultimately, we're looking for a $50,000 investment for 10% equity in our company, which we'll use to develop our software and push out in our marketing and bring this app and put it in your pocket by April of 2018. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of the pitches.
Hey everyone, drones are cool. They allow us to capture these cinematic shots of the camera going over the ocean or through the mountains. However, these drones are often expensive and very bulky to transport. I have come up with a solution to this problem. I call it the cell phone drone. Now the cell phone drone is simply a phone case that can turn into a drone whenever the user wants. Now, the most expensive part of a drone is the camera. Therefore, I plan on using the camera in your smartphone as the primary camera source of the drone. And let's be real here. We all have our phones on us 24/7, thus making it the most portable drone in the market. Speaking of market, the drone market, consumer market, is a $3.3 billion industry, with it raising 40% each year. Now our intended customers are initially going to be YouTube creators and Instagram influencers because they need a drone that's just as portable as their wife. Now, once we release it to the general public, we will sell it for $135 with a 35% profit margin. Now, the current team is just myself as CEO, in which I came up with the idea when I was flying out to Portland and I wanted to take the drone with me. However, I couldn't fit it into the suitcase, and I had to leave it behind as I went on this incredible journey as I road tripped around Oregon. Now, with the money that I will use from tonight's grand prize, I will use it to further develop a prototype that I am building and use it for manufacturing options to bring this concept into production. Now, I'm asking you, are you ready to take this product sky high with me? Thanks, guys.
"100 years in the future, your grandchildren will be living in a deserted wasteland.
A scorching sun is beating down on them, and water levels have risen 38 inches in the past century.
The American coastline is completely gone.
Why? In 2014 alone, 10 billion metric tons of carbon was released into the atmosphere, destroying our ozone layer.
If this continues, we'll be driven down a path closer and closer to total ecological destruction."
So how do we fix this?
A split.
A split off from conventional combustible energy sources. I'm Isaiah Funt.
And I'm Jack Corrigan.
And we are co-founders of our proposed company, The Split.
Our solution is to split apart Mickey Mouse's head. Figuratively. We take a water molecule, an H2O, and split it into its individual elements, hydrogen and oxygen.
Which we all know are highly combustible.
Before our presentation, we had our lovely assistant hand you guys bottles of water.
Those bottles of water, after the split, are equal to the power of 4 gallons of gasoline.
Go ahead, take a sip. That sip should take you 5 miles on the road.
So how exactly does this work?
Hydrolysis.
Hydrolysis is the act of submerging an anode and cathode in the water, then sending electricity through it to break apart the highly polarized molecules into their separate gaseous states.
Those gases are then collected and produced and used as the only renewable combustible energy in all facets of industry.
This not only opens up a wide range of marketability, but it also ensures that your kids won't have rising global temperatures.
And they won't have to canoe to the east side of New York City.
So what exactly are we asking you for?
Definitely money.
A little bit more than that. We're asking you to fund and continue the research and development of our working prototype and to take a right step towards a better future.
We plan on incrementally improving the key components to this prototype and increasing the efficiency and getting them ready for production.
In order to do this, we are looking for $25,000 in exchange for a 15% share in our company and making sure that we have a green future.
We hope you consider our offer, and we hope those water bottles get you through your day.
And remember, those water bottles might be the key to getting us through the next 100 years.
Thank you all for listening, and good luck to the next speakers.
Hello everyone, I'm Samarinda. I'm here to present Acrogen. Healing of damaged tissues in 30.3 million diabetic patients in US is a huge challenge because of persistent ulcers, infections, which left untreated can lead to gangrene and amputations. This drives the cost of treatment up to 2.5 times more than non-diabetic patients. So I present to you Acrogen. Acrogen looks like a simple bandage, but it does more than that. What it does is, it boosts healing and by supporting growth of healthy cells and recruiting them without any side effects. So Acrogen bypasses the slower wound healing step because it has microscopic structures which actually mimics the skin and facilitates wound closure. Acrogen is also antibacterial, breathable, and waterproof. And it also conforms to the body contour. So Acrogen is completely non-biological material and it is completely safe. It can be stored in your medicine cabin. So all that you need for wound healing is just a single patch. So this novel material was developed by researchers including me at Tech, and we are marketing this. We have a provisional patent on this product, and we also went through the customer discovery process through the I-Corps. We will pursue funding through the Accelerate Michigan program and will also pursue the National Science Foundation Small Business Grant. With this, I seek to investor involvement for $80,000 for 30% equity. And in return, we expect returns in 4 years. So with this, I welcome you all to the enriched world of wound care. Thank you.
The internet has a problem, and that problem is centralization. Right now, the internet's controlled by a small minority of companies who hold a near monopoly on the internet market. What this enables them to do is it enables them to have total control over the content on the network itself, meaning they're able to censor and meaning they're able to charge more. And as well, they're able to get away with charging way more for way less. My company, PeerNet, seeks to completely disrupt this marketplace. And the way we do that is by changing the way the internet works. Right now, the internet's controlled something like this. You have a lot of orange dots, which represents customers, and you have one central dot, which is the ISP. The way PeerNet works is something like this. It forms what's called a mesh net, meaning that the consumers themselves communicate amongst each other to make the network work. Users are financially incentivized to participate in the network because for each time or whenever you're connected to the network, even if your phone's just on, so long as you're connected, you're earning money. As well, because you earn more money for the better your connection is, users are incentivized to seek out new areas where there's not coverage, and they're also incentivized to make better, faster connections, which means the network expands autonomously. Basically, my company wants to do to the internet what Uber and Lyft did to the ride-sharing marketplace. Now, why should I be the one who makes this? I've spent the last 4 years of my life working in Google and Motorola, and I've spent most of my life in the security in the security sphere. So that is why I should be there. And basically, for this evening, I'm trying to seek the most disruptive technological innovation prize, and I thank you for your time and consideration.
Good evening. My name is Jimmy Rosnick, and I'm the developer behind the video game Flying Squirrel VR. Right now, the virtual reality market is booming thanks to last year's releases of the Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, and PlayStation VR headsets. In fact, right now, more than 12.6 million consumers worldwide already have access to some form of virtual reality. And in just this year, $5.8 million worth of revenue has already been generated from the sales of virtual reality games. And while these games try to transport you into immersive virtual worlds and make you have this escapist fantasy of another world, they're often limited by the physical boundaries of your space, in particular, your floor space. Your mobility in the real world ultimately influences your mobility in VR, and I seek to change that. This semester, I've been developing a prototype here at Michigan Tech for a new system of locomotion which allows the user to move naturally around a world seamlessly with their hands. This allows them to run up a tree, jump, and glide across a world seamlessly with no immersion-breaking teleportation methods such as other video game companies often use. So I'm planning on developing this prototype into a full video game where the user will be running around collecting acorns and navigating a large open world as a flying squirrel. And I hope to bring this game to market by July of next year and sell it for $14.99. I'm hoping to have a 40% gross profit margin. That's the word I'm looking for. And I'm asking for $80,000 so that I can hire a sound designer, an artist, and fund any engine licensing fees as well as purchase additional headsets so that I can ensure greater compatibility with a wider range of products and reach a broader audience. In return for this, I'm offering 10% of my company. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Arvind, and this is my friend and co-founder Mayank. Today, we want to talk to you about vaccinations, specifically storage of vaccinations. Now, CDC recommends that most vaccines be stored at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, but due to lack of awareness among people and improper storage conditions, 35% of vaccines are actually losing their potency. What that means is that we have to re-administer vaccines. People start losing faith in the healthcare system if that happens. So what can we do? We can increase awareness amongst people to keep it in the right conditions, or 2, we can have a solution to it. So that's where our product VAC Chrono comes in. So VAC Chrono is basically a thermal bag which will house all these vaccines at different stages of the cold chain, right from their distributor to the end user and also to the last clinic stages. So that's.
So our product uses the technology of phase-changing material. We have already had a prototype, and with a single charge, it was good to go for straight 2 days, maintaining the required temperature. So here we are looking for an investment of $50,000, and we are ready to give 10% of our company. This money would be utilized for making thermobags. In the first year, we are projecting a number of 10,000 units, and with a market potential of 1 million units per year. In the next phase, we'll be integrating our thermal bag with solar refrigeration system, thereby making it possible to have a standalone system which can be installed in any place in the world, catering to 16% of the world population, that is 1.2 billion people who still does not have electricity. Our team of 2 people is greatly motivated to make this product, and we have a tagline. VacChrono is just not about safeguarding vaccines, it's about giving a fair chance to millions of children losing life because of its mismanagement. So we have a food for thought for all of you. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Sharbil.
And I'm Anurag, and we are here to talk about our startup, Ved AI.
AI, or artificial intelligence and machine learning, are emerging transformative technologies. For AI to be effective, they need to be first trained using some training data. This training data can make or break the AI. There's a gold rush, my friends, and training data is the new gold. AI has not been used in education, or it has been used, but it's not been used effectively, and we plan to disrupt that. Ved AI, it comes from the name Vedas, which means a repository of academic information, and that's what we plan to do. We plan for a short-term revenue. We plan to collect student data by partnering with Michigan Tech, and we plan to use that student data to make a recommendation engine for their career goals, for their classes that they have to take using their career goals. So why do you want to do that?
Because we are AI enthusiasts. We are a part of Autonomous Systems Lab at Michigan Tech, and we have been working on the deep learning thing for navigation purposes. Now, while collecting the data for training our AI algorithms, we found out that we waste a lot of time collecting that training data. Now, then we came up with an idea for providing data as a service. Now, what we do is outsource the data collection and then make a repository so that when someone needs it, they can buy it from us. We are starting from Michigan Tech because we have the data readily available with us, and then we are looking for expanding to all the colleges in Michigan by the end of next year. We are looking for $25,000 of funding for getting our prototype running by the April 2019, and this money will be used for buying crowdsourcing platforms, then cloud hosting, and also for computational systems for processing the data which we gather. This is about it. This is the time to invest in AI, people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jacob Erickson. I'm owner and operator of Jukes Legos. I initially started Jukes Legos to sell my own collection, but since then I've expanded my own inventory to $6,000 while currently shipping 180 orders worth $9,000. I'm constantly looking for areas to improve, and the Lego industry is currently booming. Right now, the third-party Lego market is worth $4.2 billion, with the average Lego store earning $500,000 a year. And these are run by just you and me, simple people. Right now, I sell mainly sets. What I want to do is switch into loose parts. Last month, I ran an experiment where I listed 8,000 loose parts. Over the course of a week, I shipped 20 orders worth $400. Before I can expand my business, I realized I had two issues I needed to solve. The first one was I couldn't keep up with the shipping of the items. There were so many orders and I could not have enough time. The second one was that inventorying all these parts was taking an enormous amount of time. In order to solve both of these problems, I want to set up an automated warehouse here in Houghton. This automated warehouse will be able to automatically process bricks and store them to later be retrieved and fulfill orders. I am looking to combine the $5,000 grand prize with $5,000 that I have ready to reinvest. Using this money, I will develop the automated warehouse system, invest in a warehouse here, and finally secure more inventory for a relaunch of the upgraded store in spring 2018. Right now, I want to become a cost leader for stores. Using the high profit margins and quick inventory turnaround time, I plan to triple my sales to $30,000 in the next year. And I hope you can help me do that. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Cameron Philo, and I am here with 3D printed windmills. Can you imagine your life without electricity? For over 1.2 billion people in the third world, this is their day-to-day reality. Currently, there are no small-scale solutions that exist to solve this, but that is what our technology seeks to change. With our 3D printer technology, we have created a small-scale windmill able to provide reliable energy to those in need. We have created a disruptive technology to go towards the lower end of the market base with the easy to manufacture, cost-effective to ship, and easy to replace technology. For many people, they cannot even power a light bulb or a cook surface, and this would drastically change their quality of life. Our product is able to power a light bulb for 3 to 4 hours a day. We look to partner, as a social enterprise, we look to partner with nonprofit charities such as the Red Cross, United Nations, and Peace Corps to further the electrification of the third world. We also seek to further implement our technology into other markets and allow other people to go off the grid for campers and homes. We are looking for the social aspect prize as well as the green technologies to further the R&D of this technology and to implement the first turbine by the end of May of 2018. With your help, I hope to power the world one light bulb at a time. Thank you.
Right now, solar power pool heaters have the problem that they cost way too much money to run. My solution is to have an external power source. But not only do they cost too much to run, they're black, plastic, and unattractive looking, and you can't swim while they're running. To fix this, to have an external power source so that you can heat the pool while you swim, and with its lacquered and stained appearance and copper tuning, it gives it a really rustic appearance. So, also, I made this prototype going to the hardware store many times. And not only that, I found that you can produce a total product with a total cost of $500 per unit with a 30% profit margin. That's great. So I found out that if you run this machine for 8 hours a day for a whole entire summer, it costs you only $2.44 to run. That is great savings. Compared to my other competitors, that's between a 90 to 80% profit that you're going to get. So then, why me? I'm a chemical engineer with manufacturing experience. I made a prototype, and I have sales experience. I'm planning on selling this in Michigan to retail stores in Metro Detroit areas in the beginning. And I'm planning on making my first sales in 2018, late 2018. And I need the reward money so that I can make a market-ready prototype. And then additional funding, about $50,000 to pay for supplies and so on. That's Solar Power Pool Heaters. I'm Brandon Alaska, and thank you very much.
Stress. When I came to Michigan Tech, I was so stressed because of the studies and the fact that I was living away from my home. So I attended a couple of pet therapy sessions that was organized in the library a day before the examination. And for me, it was a real stress buster. Then I did my research and found out of the 30 case studies that were conducted to find the correlation between the decreasing stress levels and pet therapy, 27 of them were found to be positive. So my idea is to create a permanent positive space in the form of a dog cafe named Pappuccino. So the dog cafe will provide a place as a daycare for the dogs, and if the pet owners are willing to make their dogs therapy dogs, we'll provide them the adequate training and the logistics required for the certification. And for rest of the people, they can come up to the cafe, grab their favorite cup of coffee, and spend some time with our therapy dogs after a really long and stressful day. The other selling point of my model is we will be selling Indian beverages called chai tea and filtered coffee, which is very famous over here, but not many restaurants in Upper Peninsula provide those kind of beverages. So apart from creating a positive space in the society, this is a good business model too, because A, the stress levels are increasing and people are finding out ways to get rid of it, and B, your love for coffee is not going to end soon. So, and moreover, I personally have trained a couple of dogs, and I'm also undergoing a professional training certification that will really help me boost my business model. So what I'm asking for is $25,000 for 10% of my business model, and this money would be used to find places near campus and also for the logistics that would be required to set up a cafe. And for the future vision of this model, I'm going to make a lot of positive spaces for a lot of dog cafes and a similar model of cat cafes for cat lovers too. So all the cats and dog lovers, give me a cheer. Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce you to EscapeGate. On October 1st, 2017, the world was faced with the tragedy of unforeseen circumstances. Now, while I was watching the news, I noticed something. There was a need for more exits. If you look on the left, you can see a typical stage layout. It has a few entrances in the front and a couple of exits on the side. Now, the problem with this is this can create a bottlenecking effect when people are trying to get out. And in certain circumstances where you need to get out fast, every second counts. Now, here comes EscapeGate. What EscapeGate is it's a normal fence, but what's different about it is it has the chance to fall at any given time with the push of a button. What this is going to do is this is going to create opportunities for people to get out fast, quickly, and safely. If you look on the right, you can see that EscapeGate has given this current stage configuration 6 different exits now that the people can run out of. In the US alone, there are 100 to 1,000 different outdoor concerts, but EscapeGate isn't just limited to outdoor concerts. It's also limited to any outdoor event that could be held. Now, based on current expenses, we're expecting a 15% profit per $200 on every 10-foot section of fencing. So what I'm looking for is $5,000 to begin the immediate production of a prototype so that I can show investors just exactly how great EscapeGate can be. Thank you very much and have a great night.
Well, I started out down a dirty road. Started out all alone, and the sun went down as I crossed the hill, and the town lit up. The world got still. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Well, the good old days may not return, and the rocks might melt.
Excuse me, everyone. If you could please stay seated, we will announce winners in 5 to 10 minutes, and we will be starting with our audience favorite.
Coming down is the hardest thing. Some say life will beat you down and break your heart, steal your crown. So it started out for God knows where. I guess I'll know when I get there. I'm learning to fly around the clouds, but what goes up must come down. Learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down the hardest thing. I'm learning to fly around the clouds, but what goes up must come down. I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly.
I'm coming strong, pushing hard, I feel free not to justify. And even if some questions I left behind, even if I don't ask me why. For 1 or 2 days, I was just about to crack. Well, I may burn my hands, but I know that I'm not gonna give up. No, not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. No, not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. No, not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. Consistency. I believe that one bad day is all that you need. Don't take it lightly. Go get it all. Just get out of the way. And don't you be afraid of her. 'Cause I'll make it. And I'll break it. And I know that I will burn my hands. I'm not gonna give up. No, not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. No, not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. No, not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. No, not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. No, not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. No, not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up.
Sorry for the wait, everybody. We are now ready to do the audience favorite. Now I'm going to call up 3 teams. Please hold your applause till we actually start the cheer off. And there is one simple rule once we get all these teams up here. Now, the first team is going to be Fit Stop. Please come down. Next is going to be The Split. And last but not least, Puppuccino. Now we have one simple rule for this competition, and that is please only cheer for one team. That makes the deliberation much easier. Now, are we all ready to start? Yeah? Okay. Now please cheer for Fit Stop. That was a little intense. Now, please cheer for The Split. That's a pretty tough call. Now, last but not least, Puppuccino. Please give it up. Oh, I'm gonna need a minute because that was all pretty close. You guys are a great audience and we really appreciate you coming out and actually staying here tonight. Now, Andre, what are you thinking here? All right. Well, not my own choice, but it was made. The winner of the audience favorite, Fit Stop. Congratulations, guys. All right, everybody. We're now going to move on to the rest of the prizes for tonight, and I apologize. We do have some names here that I may not know how to pronounce, so please bear with me, and I mean no disrespect by that. Now, for Best Lifestyle Business, we have Akita Bakshi with Puppuccino. Please come on down. Next, we have the most impact on the UP and the one that I was rooting for. Jake Major with Supreme Duck Hunting. Come on down. Now for the social innovation, we have Mayank Bagaria and Arvind Ravindran with Vac Chrono. Next, we have the green prize with Romarin Filo with 3D Windmill. Next, we have Most Disruptive Technology with Brennan Lautner, Peerwell. Next, we have Best Technology with Suhel Swake and Icon ID. Now we have the best elevator pitch, which is Isaiah Fun and Jack Horrigan with The Split. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the most exciting moment of the night. We have the most actionable business prize. Let's see who it is. We have Suhel Sheikh with Icon ID. I'd like to give this contestant a moment to collect his thoughts and give a little thank yous and a little speech.
First, I will say that I am really bad with speeches. And I will really like to thank my professor, Dr. Smita Rao, who gave me the opportunity to use this technology and pitch it in this contest. I am really grateful to her, and I am also grateful to the audience for the support, and also to my brothers in the crowd and my friends who are also my brothers in life. Thank you, everyone.
All right, everyone, I urge you to stay, and I thank you for bearing through this with me, through this competition. There will be food and beverages and an opportunity to network yourselves with all the people that are here. Thank you and have a great night.